Hi, my name is Steven. I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about ACOS, True ACOS. What are those? What is that acronym? It is a fancy way of saying advertising cost of spend. And so the formula for that is your advertising ad spend divided by the ad sales. So we have an example. I'll put this in the description of the video so you can run through the math with us. So let's say you've got an ad spend of $280 and ad sales of 1100 approximately. Divide those, that gets you down to 0.249, times it by 100, that equals roughly 24.94% ACOS, which by the way is a healthy ACOS. The reason why we also look at true ACOS is because oftentimes clients will ask us, how much should I be spending in advertising? So to answer this question, we measure both ACOS and true ACOS. So true ACOS would be, instead of taking the division of just the ad revenue, we take the revenue of the whole account. So total ad spend divided by total sales on the account. And as far as I'm concerned, this is my personal opinion, if you're not spending at least 7% of your total gross revenue on your account, you are underspending and shrinking sales on Amazon. If you're spending 10% or more, you're in growth mode. So that means if you have a gross revenue of 100K on your account and you're spending 10K in advertising, that means you're at 10% true ACOS. That's very, very healthy. And that means that you're trying to grow your revenue. So if you run these numbers on your account and you find out, hey, I'm less than 7%, that means you need to spend more on advertising. And my team, one of the number one services we offer is to go in and figure out where can we make advertising more effective and bring in more revenue. At the end of the day, a marketer's job is to do two things. One, generate traffic, and two, convert the traffic it generates. And generating traffic on Amazon is ridiculously much easier than trying to improve conversion rates, because typically speaking, when you talk about conversion rates, you have to discuss things like, hey, where's the friction? Where's the anxiety? Can I find the checkout button? Do I trust this company with my credit card? Well, Amazon solved all of that. There really isn't any anxiety. There really isn't any friction, with minor exceptions, right? There's a lot of noise on an Amazon detail page. I like to highlight this because when you go to, let's just go to a random detail page. As you scroll down, look how many different things of noise there is, rabbit holes frequently bought together. What items do you consider, after buying? Customers also shop for. You got questions, product dimensions, videos, more sponsored products, another row of that, and then this giant banner in the middle, and then you got product reviews. So there's just so many different things for consumers to look at, and when they get to your detail page, it's very noisy. So that's the only conversion thing that we generally say, hey, build really lengthy A+ content to address conversion issues. But anyway, back to advertising in the heart of this video. So true ACOS and ACOS. So I recommend somewhere between a 7 and 10% true ACOS, and I typically try and recommend closer to 10. And then on ACOS, this is a category dependent question. So if you're in beauty, for example, ACOS is like north of 70, 80%. There's nothing you can do about it. The competition is just so sheer and high in beauty. Many other categories like supplements, also very high. But regular categories like home and furnishings, you can get away with an ACOS of 20 to 25%. But basically, I've seen over the last year, cost of advertising has gone up about 30% year over year. We're seeing Amazon enter a maturity phase right now. A lot more sellers are coming and onboarding to the program. The late to gamers, if you will. We're seeing China go direct to consumer on Amazon. They're struggling. They're not really successful, but we're seeing it. So you're going to see pricing and margins erode. And you're seeing all the manufacturers who are like, hey, if we're not Amazon, we're irrelevant, or all these retailers have mucked up our brand presence, and that they're now showing up. So these are all a variety of reasons. Plus, you got the private labelers out there, the dudes in the basement who are side hustling this and buying stuff off Alibaba. So all of these players combined total advertising costs are up. So it's very important that you have your internal Amazon traffic game figured out. What I'm not covering in this video is external traffic, which is also kind of the future of Amazon. So if you haven't got your internal traffic within the Amazon ecosystem figured out, don't even bother about external yet. But when you're ready, you should look at Facebook advertising, Google advertising. I am starting to see hints that we'll be able to track advertising into the Amazon ecosystem, where that's been really kind of a barrier to entry for external traffic. So some tentative changes we've seen. They took away an API for other retailers like Zontracker. They got hit, and we saw them signal some beta tracking software through Vendor Central, but we haven't seen anything on Seller yet. So it's something I predict will happen in the next 90 days. But if you're trying to convince the rest of your company, hey, how much are we spending on advertising? Here's the rule of thumb again: 10% true ACOS if you want to be healthy and grow, and somewhere between 25 and 45 ACOS depending on your category. As long as you're breaking even on advertising, there's some tremendous benefits in doing that because you increase your organic rankings anytime somebody buys off a paid ad. And we've tested that extensively. Even just having modest advertising will increase SEO rankings, so very highly recommended. If you want somebody to run your advertising, you can reach out to us on myamazonguy.com and just hit contact in the top right, and we'll be happy to help you out. If you have any questions about advertising, feel free to leave a comment in the video on YouTube, and we'll answer it. Thanks. Bye-bye.